It's Thursday night, Thanksgiving night, and I'm here with Mark Rosner, the American-Statesman. We saw Texas prevail over Texas Tech 41-16. It really wasn't much of a game, was it, Ross?
It was not. That Texas defense was all over it.
They really were.
9 sacks, the most in at least 13 years that
Right.
Tech has allowed. They weren't positive. Could be 20 years, who knows?
Yeah,
but
who
it's at
knows?
least 13 years.
And Greg Robinson deserves a lot of credit for having some exotic schemes. He had Jackson Jeffcoat all over the place, didn't he? Linebacker, defensive tackle.
Yeah, one time he was standing where a tackle would be, but he was standing up the whole time. So
Yeah.
I'm not sure what you call that position.
Seemed to really confuse Baker Mayfield and the offensive line. One guy was making like his second career start in the Tech offensive line. A couple of interesting things is that Texas Tech's longest run came from its punter, and the best pass of the night may have come from Jackson Shipley. So it kind of looked like Texas, offensively and defensively, were pulling out all the stops.
Yeah, I can't wait to ask Mac on Monday morning. He's going to give Shipley some meaningful reps at quarterback.
He might be ahead of Swoops now. It's a game Texas had to have any chance at even an outright Big 12 championship are shared. What would you say their chances are now with Baylor looming in just a week?
Boy, Baylor's better than Tech, as we know. I wouldn't put it past. I think Texas could be competitive in that game. Yeah. I'm not going to predict the victory.
Well, it's the last game at Floyd Casey Stadium. There's going to be a lot of emotion, a lot of drama with so much on the line. I mean, it's going to be interesting because the Big 12 championship is on the line, and that's the day when the SEC and the Big 10 and all these other leagues have title games, and we'll have the equivalent in Waco.
Well, a lot of it depends on whether Baylor gets its running backs.
Well, exactly. And speaking of running backs, I mean, Texas really looked good, had 200-yard performances from two of its running backs, second time this year, and that's kind of the perfect formula, right?
That's what they want to do, especially without Ash. And if you're Joe Bergeron, do you ever give number 32 back to Gray? Because he looked just like Gray the way he was running.
He ran hard, he ran well, and like you said, this was senior day, and this is Mark Rosner's senior day of sorts. He's leaving the Statesman in a week. What are you going to be doing after?
I'm not leaving in a week. I'm leaving in like 3 weeks.
Oh, 3 weeks. I'm not trying to push you out the door or anything, but so what are you going to do during all this time off?
Just send you obnoxious emails.
Buy suits, apparently.
And buy suits, exactly. So that's it from Royal Memorial Stadium Thursday night. Texas wins 41-16.